trees are a frustrating and annoying argument to have because I've got a ream of quotes on my computer from all the great architects, old and new, all the great writers, old and new, and they all argue the same thing about trees. They all argue trees are fine, just as Harry Colt said, they're part of the scenery, not part of the stage. Keep them away from the golf. But golf courses in Australia got overplanted or enthusiastically planted by amateurs in the 20s, 30s, 40s and 50s. And only now, 60 and 70 years later, do we see the ultimate results of the plans. So those who planted European trees 70 years later, they're all reaching their senescence and they're dying and they've got to cut them down. And those who planted mahogany gums planted trees that were completely the wrong tree to plant it on a windy site by the coast. So they get old and big and they're dangerous, so they get cut down. And no one went out and planted coastal manor gums, which were the indigenous trees. So the North Corset Peninsula is almost purely now a stand of indigenous coastal manor gums. And it looks amazing because you get rid of the spotted gums, which are fine in New South Wales, but why would you plant a spotted gum in Melbourne? We had an argument in Karrinyup about spotted gums at Lake Karrinyup, and someone sent me a CSIRO report where the spotted gum was the number 6 on the top 10 list of weeds in Western Australia, and all the reasons why not to plant spotted gums in West Australia.
Wow!
So the history of the Australian environment, flora and fauna, is bringing in pests that don't belong. Let's bring in some rabbits. Let's bring in 2 rabbits. That's a good idea.